A look at a video from about 30 minutes ago where one person was airlifted from Aplanche High School to Grady Memorial Hospital, which is a level 1 trauma center. And Rick, I think you put it quite well. Usually when somebody is airlifted or when they're going to Grady, which is a level 1 trauma center, that gives us an idea of what could be the severity of that injury. We have not been able to confirm who was loaded onto that helicopter or what injuries they may be sustaining. But regardless, this is just giving us an idea of what might be.
Is one person in custody.
You mentioned other reporters. Chelsea Bimeford is on the way as we speak. She just got there to the area, but says that she's on a 1-mile walk to the school. So that may give an idea of how far off law enforcement have barricaded that access into the school as they are still trying to make sense of this very active scene. And if you are just now joining us at 12:15, this is breaking news we're staying on top of. This is a live look in Barrow County. This is Aplanche High School in Winder, where there has been a shooting. There have been victims transported to area hospitals with gunshot wounds. We've confirmed as far as reporting from CNN goes, and we have seen one victim airlifted to the hospital. We have watched the helicopter return, presumably to gather more victims who may also need an airlift as well.
And we've seen the scene at the football stadium just next door to the school, where students and faculty have been evacuated and brought to sort of be in a holding area while this situation played out. You could still see literally people always talk about after these types of situations. But of course, right now is the time to gather information and so that we can tell you exactly what has taken place. And so we'll leave those discussions for later as we work to learn more about multiple casualties, people who have been injured. We do not know the severity of the injuries. We do know that there are multiple people who have been injured or killed in this incident today, this school shooting in Barrow County. And we're hearing from a number of different adjoining neighboring school districts, sort of again offering their prayers and support, talking about some of the safety procedures that are in place in their schools. And again, a lot of these schools, all of these schools now are mandated to have certain, different barriers, things that have been put in, technology that has been created specifically because of this epidemic of school shootings to fortify school entryways, doors that lock automatically with the push of a button so that someone can't enter the building from a different location. Different special glass that's installed, bulletproof glass used to try to fortify these entryways. And so, again, as we wait to learn more information about this, we'll also learn about some of the safety procedures that were in place at Aplanche High School and exactly how well that safety plan was actually, they were able to carry that out.
Because people will want to know if this could have been prevented. There are so few details out right now. All we know is that one suspect has been taken into custody. There have been no confirmed reports of any other suspects. So we do not know that either way at this point. We don't know the suspect's relation to the school. Is this a former student? Is it a current student? Is it someone who has no business being at the school? That is unconfirmed right now. We also don't have confirmation of how many victims or who those victims are. We are constantly updating our information out here. We're in contact with our producers and the reporters on scene. As soon as we get an update on that, we'll let you know immediately as we're live on air, trying to keep you posted as this is still an active situation. So we have multiple reporters on scene right now. Adam Murphy, Chelsea Bimeford. We have people in studio here, but we want to get to Yasmina Alston, who is also out there on scene. Yasmina, what can you see from where you are?
Well, Lana, I can tell you that we're about a half a mile from the high school. And if you look behind me, you can see that this is where one of those checkpoints is set up, where officials are letting people know where they need to go. We've seen a ton of parents that have been trying to drive a little bit closer to both the high school and the middle school that are over in this area to get their kids, to check on their kids. You can also see a ton of those families that are making that walk. It's about a mile walk to get from where you see a lot of those cars parked parked over there to get over to the high school. If you look over here, you can see that there are some people that, you know, are seeing each other as they're making that walk over and checking on one another. These two women here, they just gave each other a hug. I'm assuming they have been looking for each other. And that's sort of what we've run into as we've been standing here and talking to families. They're looking for other people that they may know. They're looking for answers. They're looking for loved ones. Another thing we've run into is a lot of parents that have students at the middle school here on Heyman Morris Road, that middle school that's right next to the high school, because that school is also on lockdown. So you've got parents outside of that school sitting and waiting for answers, waiting to see when they can get their children. A lot of unanswered questions for families who just have no idea when they're going to be able to get their kids. We did have the chance to speak with one woman earlier, and she says that she got a frantic call from her sister who says that her nephew was in the high school at the time of the shooting, and he told his mom that he heard gunshots in the classroom next to his. He, of course, was locked down in his classroom, but that's a terrifying call, a terrifying text to get.
News has confirmed with their law who go to this school or work at this school. We are less than 2 minutes away now from a press conference. As you can see, they're getting set up here right now. Multiple law enforcement on scene right now, and they're going to weigh in on what's going on here today.
All right, good afternoon. My name is Sheriff Judge Smith. I'm the sheriff of Bexar County Sheriff's Office. We're standing on the campus of Aplanche High School here at Bexar County Schools. First and foremost, I want to lift up our community. I want to give our sympathies to our community, our school system, our kids, our parents that had to witness this today. Obviously, what you see behind us is an evil thing today. At about 9:30 this morning, we received the first call that there was an active shooter on this campus. We're not releasing any information as far as injuries, but we have multiple injuries. This is a very, very fluid investigation. It's very early. And I have asked the assistance of the GBI and the agencies here behind me today, and there are multiple agencies that responded this morning to help us and help the sheriff's office. We do have a suspect in custody, and we are asking for your patience as the media to please let us get the facts that we need to make sure we get this right. Again, I've asked the GBI to help us, the sheriff's office, to help us along with this. I know this is not what you want to hear, but I'm not going to answer questions after this is over with. But I wanted to give you the respect and our community respect to let them know what was going on initially. We're in the process of reunifying our students with their parents. Obviously, that's chaotic, but we want to be respectful of them and their privacy as well. I want to thank the state, the federal agencies, the local agencies that showed up today, as you can see, the multiple EMS and fire from other agencies that responded today. Again, I ask that you lift up Bexar County Schools, lift up Apalachee, lift up our agencies. This is going to take multiple days for us to get answers as to what happened and why this happened. But I wanted to give you a statement. It is our hope, in conjunction with these people behind us, that we can give you another statement around 4 o'clock, because I know you have to go back on the air. That is my hope. But I wanted to be fluid with you all, understanding that it's fluid as well with this investigation. I appreciate you being patient with us. Again, it's very active and is ever developing. Every minute it's developing on what we're finding. So we're going to have releases from other schools. Again, we ask that you be patient with us. Please be patient with us. And hopefully I can give you more information or more better information, if you will, this afternoon.